Miracle of Flight 571. Let me tell you a story, one that's almost too incredible to believe, yet it really happened. It was October 13th, 1972, when a chartered plane took off from Uruguay bound for Chile. On board were 45 people, a rugby team, their friends, and their family members. Excitement buzzed through the cabin as they joked and laughed, unaware that their lives were about to change forever. As the plane soared over the Andes Mountains, the weather took a turn for the worse. Turbulence rocked the aircraft, and then a deafening silence. The engines failed. Panic spread as the plane plummeted into the unforgiving peaks of the Andes. When the dust settled, only 29 people remained alive. The survivors were trapped in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by snow and ice, with no food, no heat, and no hope of immediate rescue. Days turned into weeks. At first, they rationed what little they had: tiny squares of chocolate, sips of wine, even toothpaste. But it wasn't enough. Hunger gnawed at their insides, and the freezing nights threatened to claim them. Then came a moment of unimaginable choice. If they were going to survive, they'd have to do the unthinkable: eat the flesh of those who had died in the crash. The decision wasn't made lightly. Tears were shed, prayers were whispered, but in the face of death, they chose life. The days dragged on, and the will to live burned brighter. But they knew staying put wasn't enough. Two of the strongest survivors, Nando Parado and Roberto Canessa, decided to make the impossible trek. 10 days across the mountains in search of help. They battled snowstorms, exhaustion, and despair, guided only by a fierce determination to save their friends. Finally, on the 10th day, they spotted a man in the distance. A shepherd. Nando and Roberto cried out, waving their arms wildly. The shepherd, astonished to see these ghost-like figures, crossed a river to reach them. That shepherd became their miracle. On December 23, 1972, 72 days after the crash, the world learned of their survival. Helicopters arrived to rescue the remaining 16 survivors. The ordeal had changed them forever, but they were alive. This isn't just a story of survival, it's a testament to human resilience. When faced with the unthinkable, they found courage within themselves they never knew they had. This is the story of the miracle of Flight 571, a story that reminds us just how far we'll go to hold on to life.